Hello everyone, it's Anya here. I'm back today with another video for Ophelia Crafts. Now, last night I was playing around with my new favourite stamp set, which is Flower Patch. It's a photopolymer stamp set and basically it's great. It's great to work with. It's a two-step stamp set, so that means you stamp one image and then you stamp another one over it. But of course, because you can see through the stamps, you can see perfectly where you're going to put it. It's so easy for the sentiments here. You know exactly where you're going to put them because you see through your block and obviously through your stamp. And then a couple of days ago, when I first received this, I also bought the dies to go with this. So most of the images can be cut out with the die. So I ran that through the Big Shot a couple of times and I ended up with a bag of these. Now I realised the paper that I chose was just some paper I had lying about. It's too thick to then stamp and then you get this horrible edge on the side. But my thinking was that I needed it to be thick because I wanted to use it as a mask for then stamping on, but do it quite often. So I didn't want the ink to start going through. So this is what I did. This is what I did with this one here. And I just used this flower and I kept on stamping on this one, so I didn't want it to get ruined. So now I can keep using those, and I just keep in mind that I'm going to get a little bit of an edge, so I just put it like this to overcome that problem. And I thought I would try and recreate this for you with one different colour. So we're going to use Lost Lagoon instead of the Rich Razzleberry and the Hello Honey this time. I'm using the smallest flower images, so this one is the smallest one and then these ones, just because I didn't want it to become too big. I wanted it to be circular. And obviously this has turned out quite a big thing. It's turned into a big card, in fact. But what I think is you could actually put this up as a little picture somewhere. If you made like 3 of them in different colours, then that would be sort of a nice set to put up on the wall. The backing here that I put on is not actually Rich Razzleberry paper stock, but it's the same paper as I had here, and I coloured it with the ink pad on the sides. So I then glued it all together and then I ended up with this card. So hopefully I'm going to put this close to me. Hopefully we'll be able to recreate it. So what I did, I took my pot that I keep my glue in upside down. I took my pot and I drew a circle round it very lightly with a pencil, just as a guide so I could see where I had to put the flowers. I also then gently here and there erased it again because I do not want it showing up in my picture, and it's difficult to erase it after you've stamped on it because sometimes it sort of you know, the ink covers it up. So let's get started. I'm going to use the big images first, and yes, they all go pink because you've used I've used Blackberry Bliss on it. But it doesn't matter, it doesn't impede the effectiveness of the stamping, so luckily it doesn't. So let's start with the lightest colour first, and I'll stamp this on there, just about erase it first a bit more, and I'll just stamp it here. Okay, right, so let's clean this off, and now I'm going to stamp it in Lost Lagoon so that I can sort of start creating the circular shape. Okay, we'll put Lost Lagoon about there. I'm putting the images sort of the circle, the pencil mark is going there, so about 3/4 out of the circle. I could have used a bigger circle and then put the things inside the circle, but you know, you use what you've got basically, and that's what I had handy in my craft room. Let's go down to a smaller flower. Now this one can be used a few times more. This one can be put in a couple of times more. So we'll put this there. Right. And we'll put another one here, leaving a little bit of space so we can have a mini yellow flower and another one there. Okay. Strange doing the colouring and then you can't see that it's the blue on there because of the pink. You can't see that through there, but it does look nice. Right, so then we go on to the Hello Honey again, and we'll put one here. And one here. I'm not too worried about overlapping. Am I worried about overlapping these ones? I might be. Where are my masks? I don't want to end up with a different colour. Now there is a way of lining these up, but I'm not too worried about it actually. So let's push these aside a tiny bit. Right, and then we'll press really firmly so you avoid getting that rim there. Yay, that's good. Okay. Right. So, okay, now we are going to clean this stamp. And now we're going to go to the second step of our stamping. So we get this one here. And I'm going to put the, I'm going to use the Lost Lagoon in the yellow in the Hello Honey flower here. There we go. Clean it off. And then shall we try the will that be okay, you think? The Hello Honey here. Actually, with the Rich Razzleberry, I just did it again in Rich Razzleberry, and that shows up as well. See? This that's quite a nice effect too. So we'll just stick with that. Then on to the next one, onto the little one. There we go. And we've got Lost Lagoon again to do. And we'll do it in here. It will show up as a darker colour. This one. This one. This one. And I'm going to have to use, I can tell I'm going to have to use my mask because otherwise that one will be onto the other flower. There we go. Alright. Now we have the smallest of the flowers to do, the background of that one. So we'll have some of these. I had them all in Hello Honey on the other one, so we'll put one there, put one here. I've got a bit of thing on my block. My block really is too big, but I like this block to work with. It's handy, I can hold it nicely, so I'll just keep using it. There we go. Was there another one? Yep, up there. There we go. Can we correct this? Indeed we can. See, that's the beauty of photopolymer stamps. You can actually, if you haven't done it properly, you can go over it again and do it once more. Right, so clean off this one, and then I got out this tiny one, and let's put the middles in of the flowers here. Oh, I thought I was stamping Rich Razzleberry then, but it isn't, luckily. Lost Lagoon. Okay, you can tell I'm not straight in front of it because I'm off a little bit, but doesn't matter, that's okay. Right, so that's the flowers done. Now we can shape it more with the greenery. So let me clean this little stamp off and put this to the side. I'm also going to close these because, knowing me, I'll end up in the ink pad. And I've got ready here my Mossy Meadow. Now, I didn't want to, whoops, what's wrong? I don't want to get the ink all over my hands. What's wrong with that? Right. I didn't want to choose a full leaf because that would make the picture too harsh almost. So what I did, I chose this image here. And I thought that was quite a nice effect actually, so not the full leaves but just the mini leaves. It's like a sprig of something that would be in between there. I'm not going to ink it up all the way, so I don't have the stem, because I don't have the stem anywhere in my picture. But what I am going to do is use my mask to avoid any overlapping. So let's see how it goes. So we'll have to put that like this for a little bit. Okay. See? There we go. That's nice. Let's put one through here. On here. Like that. There we go. And now oh no, I better wipe off some of this excess on my stamp. I don't want it, so I better wipe it off. Now I want to put one here, so I've got this one. Not easy to line this one up, but it doesn't have to be perfect for this. You just need to there we go. Good. Then one through there. We'll need this one again. I had such fun doing this the first time. It was really good fun. I was just trying out really, and I was just going for it. And I ended up with that lovely picture over there. So I thought I would, you know, recreate it for you today. I love this stamp set. It's really nice to be able to sort of combine stamps. And I'm glad Stampin' Up! Has this kind of stamp set now, because I'm really enjoying using it. I also made a huge one on a 12 by 12 piece of paper. I don't know whether you've looked on my blog or on my Google Plus page or on my Facebook somewhere, it must be. So please do go and have a look. And hopefully I will be doing a, let me put this, we'll be doing a tutorial on that one, because I'm planning on making, I'm not cutting that one up, but I was thinking of doing like a one sheet wonder, but obviously I'm going to have to redo it, because that particular one I am not cutting up, I am keeping it. I'm even might be putting it on the wall or something like that, so I'm going to have a hallway decorated in all these pictures that I'm doing. I'm not making any cards anymore, by the way. I'm just doing pictures for walls. You know, like this one. Oh, no. I will be turning them into cards. Right, oh dear. I'm getting quite a bit of, never mind. We'll have to be careful. Okay, so you want to keep it circular. So I might need another one here. Actually, that's quite okay. Let's put some more up here. Clean off a little bit. There we go. I know where I'm going to put another one. Okay, I need this one, and I need this one. I'm going to put it like this. There we go. And another one here. Sorry, this is taking a little bit of time, but I'm sure you can appreciate that I'm just showing you an example of the things that you could do with this. And basically you can keep on working for as long as you want. Also for as much as you want, as big as you want, wherever you want it. But basically keeping to the basic circular size or circular shape there. So I could then you know, make a background of a Lost Lagoon and put this on there. I could choose a sentiment that fits in there. Now I chose this one here because I had this sort of oblong, sort of this rectangular space up here, and that fitted in perfectly. This one I'll have to find something that's more of a bit higher, because, you know, sort of a little bit, see? Yeah, that would go there, see? That would fit there perfectly. So, you know, once you've done this, basically what I wanted to show you today was the technique of doing your circle, putting your biggest flowers first, then filling them in with smaller flowers and smaller flowers again, putting in the greenery, and using the masks to cover up the flowers. Otherwise you would end up with your leaves inside your flowers, and that's not what it's supposed to look like. So this is something for you really to play around with, try it out. Do be careful, because here I've smeared some ink, and really you have to make sure you don't do that. So I'll have to come up with a way of covering this up. So I might cut it out in a circular way and then glue it onto somewhere else or whatever. But like I said, this stamp set is a really fun one to play around with, so I hope you have fun with it. Now if you would like to order this stamp set, then please do go to my Stamping Up website, which is opheliacrafts.stampingup.net, where you can order this stamp set and any colours that you would like to play around with. I hope you enjoyed watching my video, and have a nice day. Bye!